Yeah, okay. So, 82 Volt is a data and AI company. We work in the EV space. We collect a lot of data from charging sessions. I co-founded it with a old colleague of mine. Today, our mandate is to help the EV ecosystem grow. So, by making the whole EV infrastructure safer, vehicles safer, battery technology safer. And as you all know, battery technology is going on evolving. So, it's very paramount that we read what's happening with each kind of batteries in different scenarios. For example, batteries operating in different temperatures behave differently. So, our mandate is that we provide a safety layer on top of all this hardware through a lot of data and AI. We tied up with some OEMs. We're working with a lot of charge point operators, and today we are a small team trying to grow. From an institute's point of view, you have to inculcate the habit of learning in the students, right? Because I think in the next 5 to 10 years, all industries will rapidly change, and I don't think anybody can predict where an industry is going to reach, what kind of tools will be used, what kind of tech is going to be used, what the nature of the industry is going to be, whether the industry will exist or not. Students passing out right now will have to have a habit of learning, continuously learning, right? And it's not just tools. They'll have to keep an eye on changes happening in the surroundings, changes happening in the industry, even be aware of policy changes, because as you know, policies can kill certain sector. The ability to unlearn at lightning pace, right? They will just forget and move on. That's an incredible talent to have for the next generation already has. The only thing they probably need to upskill would be in sticking on to learning something far deeper. The tendency also with this unlearning skill is that they learn something superficially and then it falls off. They pick up on industry celebrities and think, I want to be like him, right? And most of the time, they don't see the effort that has gone behind that guy, whoever that is, right? They only see the success. By becoming an entrepreneur or by deciding I will learn all my life, no, you're investing in yourself. Even starting a company, you're investing in yourself. Even in a team, you have to sell. Let's say all four of us are trying to solve one problem. If you can't put forth your view in a way the others accept, that's also sales is probably a slightly bigger umbrella. I would say communicating effectively or selling yourself is very important even within a team. One more thing I want to add is adaptability. Right now, with this startup culture and MSMEs and large organizations and GCCs entering India, there are a lot of different kinds of work culture, a lot of different kinds of work behaviors, work environments. Right, many of them find it very difficult to adapt. Some places are very open and free. Right, many of these startup cultures are very free. Right, and all lot of these employees and freshers get lost in this culture. Itself, it is grit, because I'm an automobile engineer. This is my fourth attempt at an EV startup. From 2003, I've continuously tried doing something in the EV space, auto space. 2003, I made the first electric vehicle.
Oh,
So it's almost 21 years since my first attempt, right? So personally, it is grit. I kept at it. I never let go because I was so convinced in this space. But that grit, for that grit to come out, it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of investing into yourself, like we discussed earlier. I went to do a graduation abroad and all that. So grit, I think, is foremost in being an entrepreneur. Nothing else. I come from a very normal middle class background. There was no backing. So grit is the only thing that brought me here. But for a new generation guy, uh, to your question, what I look for in a new generation guy is their ability to uh, commit themselves, even though it might be for 2 years, like we discussed earlier. People want to jump jobs, but in those 2 years, how committed are you into doing things, right? It could be very very small things, right? that's the that's probably the first thing we look for, and that comes across as soon as I see your resume. How much effort have you put into building your resume, right? Very simple. I will know whether this guy is a details guy or not. Very very simple. If your resume is shabby, I don't even have to call the guy. It goes out right there, right? So the commitment you have to doing any task, right, that is the foremost that we look for in a the rest is all trainable. Everything else is trainable, right? Because commitment shows your attitude. In everybody's 100% is different. A very skilled guy, an intelligent guy, 100% might be very much higher than a average skilled guy. But even if an average skilled guy puts his 100%, no, we value it as much as the the intelligent guys 100%. If you look at EV data, I don't think there are any large companies in the space. There are no large companies. It's if you have to get into a new age sector, into a sector that's evolving so fast, you can't just do bare minimum and scrape through, right?